Hi everybody, I'm back. Sorry I'm a little late on this video, but I got busy, life takes you over and you don't know what's gonna happen the next day. So I finished the hat and right now we're at the berry part. So, and then we're done. There's a couple of little things that we can do to it and that's it. And on the craft groups, there's a lot of people who are asking me about a bow. I think you guys can see this one, but I did post this one here, and this was my very first bow. There's a lady on Facebook, and she does bows. Oh, she's really good. Anyway, this is where I picked it up from her, and I was like, wow, well, I do have a little bow maker right here, all right, but this is easily done by hand, okay? It's just like, sometimes you need more than one hand, but you can zip it once at one ribbon at a time if you wanted to. But it's not that difficult, folks. It looks more difficult than it is. And then I stuck, you remember those little Santa balls I had? Well, I put one of those in there. I still have to glue it in, but I think it looks pretty cool, right? My first bowl. So there you go. You're all witness to my first bowl. So then I made this one, and this one's like kind of cool as well, and working on it. I like it. I mean, you kind of have to match up your bow with one theme, okay? So here I have a Santa, and then I have a Santa belt. So, and then I actually have, some reindeer. I had a reindeer ribbon in there, so I thought it just offset everything just perfectly. Kind of looks like a little bit of writing and stuff, and then you see the Santa. So that was my little project that I thought was cool, and I'm going to show you guys how to do a bow today. So we're going to attempt it, okay? But first of all, I really do want to finish this hat, okay? So the only thing that so what I wanted to show you was, the back. I still have, quite a bit of space back there. So I've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ruffles on the first row. And then I actually skipped. Oh, I need to put another one here. Yeah, I need another one right here. 1, 2, actually. I need 2 of them here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them. So we're going to put 2 more on here. I think it just looks like it's full enough. Really and truly, I find it to be quite even. But you know what? My OCD says you better put those petals in there because they belong there. Wait a minute. I do have one. Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. I have one here. I have one at the bottom. No, I wanted to put those 2 at the bottom. So I'm going to cut 2 petals and we're going to finish that off in there. Let's just do that. Oh, that was good. It was a good thing that I actually caught that. Now, where's my fabric? Okay, I put everything away this morning. You know what? I'm going to start by I'll put those petals in later. Right now, what we need to concentrate on is putting these little berries on here. So I can actually, it's just 2 of them on this side, okay? I'm missing 2 ruffles. So I'm going to put those ruffles in just to satisfy my own self. And then at the back here, I'm going to put, I'm going to take my little, right, to finish it off, right? I'm going to put it into about here, right? I'm going to put it inside the hat. I think I'm going to have to take this off. And then it'll be inside underneath, right? Inside the hat. And then I'll pin it off right here. Sorry. So I'm going to take this thing off and then I'll redo it. And then I'm going to tuck that in under the hat. Or if you want, you can glue it on, right? You could do that as well. It's not going to show because it is in the back, but the one thing you want to do is cover your work in the back here. So you can glue that. I would probably, maybe that's what I'll do, because I don't want to take my hat apart, right? So, you know, it'll give you a little bit added protection. So that's the hat. And we're going to put some berries on here. I'm going to bring my camera down a little bit so you guys can follow me on. I just want to make sure you guys can see. Yay, there we go. That's perfect. So I've got two different types of balls. I have these ones, okay, and they've got like a little bit of a foil on them. I find them a little bit big though. You know, I find that they'll be a little bit big for this hat. So I'm going to use these little small ones, okay? I like the little small ones better. So these ones are better, right? I have these on my my Christmas tree, and I find they're the right color red. I don't know why these ones are stuck together this way, but we'll just trim that off. Make sure that there's no, imagine that, a pom-pom that's framed. Okay, so from here, I just take a little bit of glue. A little dab of glue. Oh, a little dab of glue will do you if you're all turned on. All right. So while that is heating up a little bit, I'm going to show you the type of ribbon we're going to use, okay, for our bow. Now, I made this candy cane, and I really had a hard time with it. You know, me and Ruffles are not really friends, so I kind of had to tie it off a little bit. So I'm just going to move this here and show you guys that, see, like, I had a hard time having it, making it go in that, you know, that half shape. Here, I'm going to bring this up a little bit. So I had to put a ribbon on it here, and then I put that, you know, those little nice little seeds. So I wrapped that around it. So now I've got an actual candy cane. So, you know, it looks better. I'm going to put a bow right here, okay? And what I'm going to be using is we're going to be using this one. And then I'm going to put this one on top, all right? Nice little teddy bear. And then I want to accent, because there's like in this teddy bear, here, I hope I didn't give you guys any camera shake. Oops, there goes my ribbon. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to put this on top, all right? And then I want to accent with a little bit of green. So I'm going to put this like transparent stuff on top, all right? And then I'm going to finish it off with this stuff. This is like, and I pin, by the way, this is a little tip for you guys. I take a straight pin and I pin off my ribbons so that it doesn't, you know, doing what it's doing right now. So, and then I'm going to top it off with this one. So I think that's all going to, you know, go together really cool, because, you know, there is a little bit of green in my little teddy bear there. So I think we need to put some in there. And that's what I'm going to do, either there or in the back. I'm not sure yet. We'll see when we get there. But those are the ribbons that we're going to be using, okay? Now, I can hear my glue gun clicking, it's telling me that we're ready to go. Okay, so we're going to work on this for the bow, all right? I think it looks like a candy cane. I'm trying to keep my ruffles in, like, wow. And here's how I got here was, I took my fabric and I put it in between the two, in the back. I took one row and I folded it in half in between the two wires, and I just pulled on it. And this created this nice ruffle. I mean, I love it. It's just that it just went woof. Once I put the second one in, it just went poof, like a, you know, like somebody's curly hair, you know, in humidity. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta bring this down. So I think once I put a bow in here, we're gonna be okay. So I'm gonna put this aside, and then we'll put the bow on it later. Yeah. Okay, so back to the hat. So we're gonna be using these little red ones. And all you do, oops. There. So we just put a little dab of glue on it. Just a very slow dab, and then you just pick a spot and stick it on there. And away we go with it. Isn't it cute? I love this little hat. And I'll tell you what, folks, I mean, how many did I say? How many petals? It wasn't hardly any, right? So this is a cheap way of making a wreath, really and truly. It doesn't even take a half a roll, maybe half a roll, right, of ruffles. That's it. All right, so I think you guys get the idea of what I'm doing here. It's just attaching these little berries on here. I think it's cute. I love this wreath. So I'm just gonna leave that at that. And then you guys just make your own, you know, where you want them. Don't put too many because you know you'll overpower it. Now, the last thing that I like to do on my hat, I'll bring this up a bit. You know, I got that hook right here. Now, you can flip your little thing this way, okay? Either, you know, at the hook or just a little higher if you want, just to make the hat a little flip down, all right? And what I do is I just, I want to make sure that I don't see the hook. So we're on my fold here. So I take this and then I do that, and then I take my needle or my needle and thread, okay? And I sew that so that it's flipping this way. And then she hangs up like this, okay? Isn't that cute? I love this hat. So I like to have it, you know, a little bit over on the side. And that would be it. So there you go, folks. This is how you make my Santa hat. So there you go. We're done this little tutorial. And don't forget, you know, to cover, you know, your work in the back. That's what I'm going to do, though. I'm going to glue this down up here. And I probably put a bead of glue across, you know, over here to make it really secure. And then I'll zip tie it down in here to make sure that, you know, it doesn't go anywhere. And then I'll put my little sticker on it and away we go. So this here, I would probably sell, I don't know. I wouldn't sell it any more than 50 bucks, really. I think it's worth that. It took us a little bit of time. You know, you could probably sell it cheaper than that because we didn't sew it or anything. We just glued everything together. So, yeah, maybe $35, $40 if you like. You know, it's up to you. It's all, don't underprice yourself, folks. You know, you got to remember everything that's into this, okay? And your shipping. Don't forget your shipping and your taxes included. All right. So we're done this little hat. I just need to put a couple more ruffles in there that I didn't see. And now we're on to the bow. So if you do have a bow maker and you're like me and you had no idea what to do with it, there's all these holes and then there's all these little sticks and you go, oh my God, what do I do with all this, right? Well, I did try putting this together, okay? I did this like here, all right? And then I put one in each hole. And what you do is you wrap. Here, I'm gonna do a quick little thing here to show you. Okay, so we'll keep it like that. I'll bring that down. So, okay, so I have like 4, and I know you guys are gonna remember this when I do it. So I'm gonna choose a ribbon that's gonna be effective here. I got a box of ribbon, folks. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Okay, so what you do is you start and you measure, well, let's just make a dovetail on this one. I don't know what happened here. Does this ever happen to you guys when they give you a piece of ribbon stuck to a piece of ribbon? It's like, what is up with that? All right. Okay, so I dovetailed, all right, and now I'm going to measure, let's say 12 inches. So here you scrunch it together and you stick it in your first little okay, like this. So you have your first dovetail. This is your bottom, all right? So then you think that you would go, you can make your this right away, and then that's it. You leave that in your hole. So if you were doing it by hand, you would do it this way, okay? So you would cut off here. But now I want to actually make a bow. So I'm gonna take this and I go back to the 12 inches because that's what I've got. And I'm gonna fold it into my hand this way, okay? So now my fabric is the opposite way, but I'm going to bring it back. I'm gonna measure again, another 12 inches, okay? I'm gonna scrunch this up. And I'm gonna bring it back this way, okay? So now I've got them both together, okay? You gotta make sure that you're going this way and keeping it together like that, okay? So that, because this is where your tie off is, all right? So now I'm gonna make this a 4 or even a 6 ring bow here. So every time you bring it back, okay, don't worry about this as long as that you're flat, all right, and everything on the right side is going to show, okay? You can play with it right away, all right? So then I need another 12 inches again. Okay, so I'm going to just fold that up. So you can even turn your work around if you like, and then fix your bow so that everything's facing the right way. You see, I hope you guys can follow me like here, okay? So I've got everything in one hand here, all right? So I'm gonna do 6 because this is a nice thick bow. So I'm gonna go again, 12, and bring it back the same way, all right? So that everything's facing. And then I'm gonna take it from here again, another 12 inches, and bring it back this way. Make sure my work is facing everything this way it's supposed to. And then I'm gonna take another 12 inches, and this is where I'm gonna cut it off, okay? Now, before I cut off, I got a lot of stuff on my hand here. So I'm gonna take my pipe cleaner, and I'm just gonna tie this off for now, one twist, okay? So then I'm gonna measure my 12 inches. And then I'm gonna cut it off here and do my dovetail right away. Just give it, I went the other way. Oops, I do that all the time. So even if it's shorter than the other one, that's okay. So now I've got my bow. Remember, this is the back side, okay? And you just start working your bow, all right? You just play with your 2 bottom ends, and then fix your bow. You got 2 up on the top, 2 on the top, 2 in the middle. So you just figure out which way you want that going, all right? So here we go. I'll face you guys, okay? There we go. And then the bottom one's the same. You make everything come down, okay? So you got 2 down. I'm doing this in my hand, and if you had a bow maker, well, then you would do this the same way on the bow maker. And you just keep working it until you got it the way you want, okay? So now it's ready for another one. So we put that aside, and you do the same thing. You can put it on top. You can take your zip tie off, and then put another color on top. I'm just see what I got. I don't know what I would do with this, but it is blue. I got silver. I don't have any silver. What do I have here? You know what? It's got some sort of a whitish in there. So maybe I'll put, let's see. I have so much ribbon here. My girlfriend gave me all this stuff, and it's like, wow. I am just bombarded in ribbon. Well, there is some silver. Let's put some Santa on there. So I'm going to do the same thing with the Santa, okay? I'm going to measure 12 inches, scrunch that up, and this is my bottom, okay? So I'm going to take, again, 12 inches, okay? And then I bring that together, all right? And that's my first loop. And then we do another 12 inches. Let's move some stuff here so you guys can see. 12 inches, scrunch that up. And then bring it back this way, okay? So that it's gonna come across the other loop, all right? So now we're gonna move another 12 inches, scrunch that up, and bring it back this way, all right? So that we're this way. And then we're still going across this way, all right? So then again, 12 inches, scratch that up, bring it back, again this way. So you're always bringing it back across your loops so that, you know, you've got it against your thumb here. I'm holding everything together. So I've got 4. I can either put this on top of this, okay, and keep going, or do 5 or 6 loops, okay? So if I stop it here, then I would attach my zip tie and then I just cut this off, all right? I think that's kind of, you know, that's without a bow maker. I'm still holding everything in my hand. So now, you know, I would just take that zip tie and then, you know, maybe you can either do it this way to tie it off onto that previous bow. Now, I wouldn't finish it here because, you know, we've got blue and we've got red. I would put something else on top of it to finish it off, so like a silver. I don't have a silver or white or something that has silver in it, okay? So this is, I don't know, these colors are kind of like really bothering me right now. It's just not working. But you know what? Here's what you can do here. Let's say I was like a 4 loop bow. I could use this stuff. Oops. Okay, well, it's down there. It's perfect. So here I would just go, okay, I'm going to keep this in my hand and go 12 inches and go, okay, well, that's my little guy on the bottom, right? And then 12 inches again. And there's my first loop on this side, right? Okay. And then again on this side, and then you put it this way, all right? So the same thing, 12 inches. And then I'm gonna loop it this way. And so we'll do 4, just like this one. So there's 12 inches again, and then this way, right? And then there's my bow. All right, and then I would tie this off with a zip tie. Or not a zip tie, I would prefer a chenille stem because it just looks nicer. So you tie this off real good, a couple of twists, and then you start working your loops. Okay, we know that this is going to get cut off. You know, I normally like to start on the back, make sure my 2 tails are facing, you know, the right way. I hope I'm doing this right in front of the camera. I'm kind of looking at it myself, and we'll see in my review. There we go. See? So now, you know, you just keep playing with it until you get it the way you want, all right? I find that when you're making this kind of bow, I find that 4, I mean, I've got 4 here, but I find 6 is really a really striking bow. You've got more stuff going on, and so there you go. How cool is that, right? This is like 4 loops, so it's still nice. It's like beautiful. So this would be like more simple to put, you know, maybe in my candy cane. This might look good in my candy cane. Let's see. That might look good in there. Let's back this up here. Here comes the sun. So that might look pretty good in there, right? I might think about that, but I find that there's just not enough color to strike it out. So I would need probably, I think I would put some green in the back. So I probably just end up, you know, put a little bit of green there. For sure, for sure, for sure, for sure. I need to color this up so that we do see the bow. But that's how you do it, folks. Pretty easy. If you have any questions about it, just, you know, drop me a note. I'm sure I could do this video again. And if you'd like, you know, if you guys want I could do it on the bow maker. I don't know how many people have bow makers, but I think, you know, if you have a husband who's really handy with wood, I mean, how simple is this, right? You got 3 holes going this way in the middle. Let's see here. Ooh, they're in there tight. Come on. Okay. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So you have 3 holes going this way, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going this way. And then if you turn it around, you got this one, and then, you know, this is like, you know, something different as well. So they come out with a different bow on this one as well. I want to show you that one that you guys, I know you're going to remember this. I think it was this one. So I'm going to do this. Okay, and I'm just going to do quick ones for you guys to see. But I made my grandson a little wreath, and he was so happy. So, okay, so this is what I did. I did 12 inches, and I started here, and I used my bow maker to just keep going, right? And then, what did I do? Let's see. I started here, and then I have to do a bow. So this way. Was it this way? Yes. I think it was this way. Anyway, so you just keep doing this. I believe it was like this. I think. Don't quote me on this one, folks, because I know I'm like, I just want to make a quick one so that you guys see what I did. And you're going to remember this from years ago. If any of you guys are as old as I am. Just pull all that out. I didn't hold it. Anyway, I don't know if you guys remember the ones that are straight across. I took it all apart. Anyway, bow makers are us, right? I find that it's so much easier in my hand than this thing, you know. So there we go. There's your bow. I hope it was informative for you guys. 27 minutes is good enough. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm at 450. I need 50 more for 500. Oh, wow, man, that's really cool. I want to thank everybody who's subscribing, because you guys are really swelling my head, and this is really wonderful. So I'm glad I have that many people following me. It means I'm doing something right, and makes me feel really good. So so the next thing we're doing is we're going to do the Santa. I haven't even touched him yet. I just wanted to finish the hat. So, you know, this is, you know, our hat. And I love it. I think it's gorgeous. These sell really, really quickly. I would suggest, you know, if you're doing a craft show or whatever, by all means, they're quick to make and they're a good sale. So on that note, I would like to bid everybody a wonderful day. And don't forget to press that button, subscribe to my channel. And I look forward to my next video. We're doing Santa. And God bless everyone.